And today, WSU hosted BYU in Pullman before falling 21-19. However, the bigger storylines of this game were surrounding this team returning to the field after Rolovich's firing this week. Sports Director Brenda Green has more from Pullman.
Yeah, we're going to get to what transpired in this game in just a second, but first I want to talk about the week that was. Of course, Jake Dickert elevated into the interim head coaching position after Nick Rolovich was let go this week. Dickert said today was a dream come true for him and that he couldn't wait to hug his wife and kids after this game. It was a moment he said he'll never forget. Of course, that moment was born out of a difficult situation for this team, with Rolovich refusing to get vaccinated and therefore losing his job. Today was the first time we got to talk to the team since everything transpired. Abe Lucas showed up to his press conference in a Freedom of Choice shirt, seemingly referencing what happened to his head coach. We're going to hear from Abe in just a second about this week, but first here's Dickert on why he is so proud of this team.
What kept them going is their love for the game and their love for each other. You know, and they kept coming back to that as the week kept going. The energy, the effort kept building. You know, and I told them, nothing can steal your joy. Nothing. Okay, don't allow it to happen. Right? If you're the guy that loves to dance before practice, dance. You're the guy that likes to get into a little bit, BB receivers. You got to get back to being you.
I mean, I think a lot of people nationwide and even in this community probably expected us to just roll over and die. But I mean, that's the great thing about a team is that nobody else matters outside the first floor and the coaches. I mean, everything else is bollocks. So it's the team. Outside opinions are exactly that. They're opinions. They don't matter. And they're not really credible. What is credible is us. And that's the only thing that will ever be credible in any team across America.
Now to the game. If it weren't for a missed PAT, we still may be playing in Pullman. Unfortunately, on the Cougs' second touchdown of the day, the holder couldn't get the snap down cleanly, and it devolved from there. On the next WSU touchdown, they went for two, but the reverse did not go great, and WSU didn't get the ball back in this game. After that, Dickert was asked about the special teams problems after the game.
Just another reminder how important everyone's job is in that phase of the game. I always tell guys, you might not be an offense or defensive starter, okay, but you're a starter on special teams, okay? But nobody, you know, in the media or around you talk about that. You're starting on special teams, okay? That's 40 snaps of football on average through a course of a game that has tremendous impact, you know. And the advantage went to BYU today, and our guys, like I said, we'll watch the film on Monday, and there'll be a lot of, you know, I like to call it scarring, right? If you make a mistake, it's got to scar you so you don't do it again. So there'll be a lot of learning come Monday, and our guys will be ready to hit that field come Tuesday morning.
If you're looking for a bright spot from this contest, look no further than one Max Borghi. He had 3 touchdowns and 83 yards of rushing. He also had 36 yards receiving. He was his classic spicy Borghi self out there today. This makes 5 touchdowns for him in the last 2 games. I asked Dickert about Borghi's play today, but he opted to take the question in a different direction.
I mean, I want to give a lot of credit to Max Borghi, and everyone talks about the player. I'm going to talk about the person. You know, I think he obviously is voted the captain, and everyone knows who Max is. You know, but he did a great job this week of just leading the charge of where we wanted to go and setting the example and being a great voice and a leader. You know, to see him go play like that, we all know what he's capable of, right? We all know Max's talent. But the person inside matched the player today.
Defensively, Tyler Algier absolutely burned the Cougs today. He had nearly 200 yards rushing, and that's really what did WSU in this contest. The Cougs now take on Arizona State next Saturday at noon in Tempe, and then they get a much-needed bye week. I'm sure this team is just waiting for a week off after everything they have been through. Reporting in Pullman, I'm Brenda Green, KREM 2 Sports.